I read the book, and within 5 or 10 minutes, I felt like I had to go back and start reading it again because there's so much information, there's so much to digest and understand. And some of it's unbelievable. Some of it seems like fiction. And then when I read the script, because you read the book and you think, how are they going to turn this into a movie? It's too much. It's a huge story.
I think what they quite uniquely achieve is, especially and in particular in this film, is this almost virtual reality where you really feel like you're out in the elements with these characters. You really feel immersed in their lives.
He performed with his eyes. And in this case, because there's a very few words that he delivers, he has to make you feel fear, cold, sadness, rage, and very many complex emotions simultaneously with his body language and only with his eyes. And that's a very difficult task.
Then I was really struck by the power, the emotional power of the novel and how bold it was for the time in which it was written. It wasn't written in code, which a lot of those relationships were sort of encoded.
When we did the camera test for the movie, when I saw Kate in the full hair and makeup and wardrobe for the first time, that kind of says everything. I mean, who wouldn't be just blown away by her? She's just this, goddess, she's just this magnificent creature, and I think Therese has probably never really seen anyone like her before.
I do really like the character. I love his ingenuity, and I love the idea that the movie celebrates, as Drew said, he said it's a love letter to science, but I do love that it celebrates intelligence, and that spirit of courage that these guys really have. These astronauts who do this are not only incredibly brave, but they're really smart people.
We had a very kind of interesting relationship from the off. I think there was chemistry straight away between myself and Emery, and we have a relationship in real life where I'm constantly kind of testing him and he's trying to catch up to my Irish sense of humour and stuff. So we have quite a similar relationship, kind of a similar banter as well to Ailish and Tony. And that really, really helped us because we kind of had that instantly, and it meant that at the time anyway, when we would do scenes together, it felt kind of electric, So it was great, and it's amazing to watch someone like him on screen who's so young and takes his job so seriously, and he really, really does care about what he does, and he's very good at it.
Now I have this relentless responsibility to try to keep it intact. And then I realized, well, Rocky character is intact.
I read the script and I thought this is a wonderful opportunity and really challenging material. And a story that must be told. And the time is right to tell it. This will reach into people's lives who otherwise never would have come across it. And it'll free them, I think, to maybe come forward, to put it in the context, to have a sense that there is some justice, that people do care, that people did care, that they weren't completely abandoned and betrayed.
Some directors are focused more on the feeling of the actors or on the image, the beauty of the image, the unusualness of the image. But he's very concerned all the time about where the audience's imagination is. Are they on the front of their seat, so to speak? What don't they know? What do they know? How much do I need to tell them to keep them or to set them up for something else? And that's always a good sign, I think, in making a film or theatre, that you keep thinking, where's the audience? Not just expect them to follow along, but knowing that the story is the thing that will keep them like a good roller coaster. That keeps them on the track. And so then they'll get the most out of the dips and dives and heights of it.
The one thing I will say that set Joanna and Steve's relationship apart from all his other working relationships was that she didn't need anything from him. And I would say that the majority of the people working with him, they needed something from Steve, whether it was that paycheck or whether it was to work their way higher up the ladder, to learn from him, to gain from his success, to ride on his coattails, whatever it was. Joanna genuinely didn't need any of those things. And it's quite remarkable how I think that changes the central dynamic of their relationship, because she could just be utterly honest with him. She never felt threatened by him. She never felt that her job was in jeopardy. She just wanted for him to be the best version of himself as a person, as a man, and as a father that he could possibly be.